inequality. I'd like to make a triangle, and I have 3 segments here, and I don't know how to fix them so that they're a constant length. Okay, so I have my 3 segments. Can I form a triangle out of those segments?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to try my best to do not change the length. Is this going to work? No. What's got to be true for that to work? It's got to stretch. So if I take this and move this out here, and I take this one, let's make it red. And we'll slide it down, and we'll just move it down a little bit there. This one is not long enough, is it? What's got to be true about that side? What's got to be true about the 2 sides? I still don't have a triangle. This has to be bigger. So if I have a triangle, if I want to get a triangle size A, B, and C, then the sum of any 2 of the sides has to be bigger than the third. So if I lay A and B down, they've got to be bigger than C. A plus B must be bigger than C. But that's not the only possibility. Any 2 sides. TJ, what's another side? Where's your iPad? Get your iPad out. Sydney, what are 2 more sides? I did A and B, but there's 2 other combinations I can do. A plus C. I have to add these up, and that has to be bigger than B. 1 more choice. Anybody know what it is? Where's your iPad? Guys, you shake. I was busy there. B plus C has to be bigger than A. So if you want to show you have a triangle, you must show all 3. And that's all there is. I know I have a triangle if I add any 2 sides, and it's bigger than the third side. Okay? So iPads right now, I'm not collecting that packet yet. I'm going to go over it. Questions on it. So can I make a triangle? Yes. Oh, it's not good. Here's a piece of paper. Okay, ready? Yes. Now, if you're going to say this makes a triangle, you better show me the work. Okay, Zach? I get both of you. The work is 2 plus 4 bigger than 6. I don't care if you do the arithmetic. If you know if that's bigger 6, bigger than 5, that's fine. Is that true? Okay, this is what I'm looking for, okay, TJ? I'm looking for you to write this out. 4 plus 5, is that bigger than 2? Yes. And what's the other choice? 2 plus 5, right? Is that bigger than 4? So yes, that's a triangle. Yes by itself will not get you any credit. Okay? How about the next one? What kind of triangle is this next one? It's not equilateral, you're close. Isosceles, because 2 sides are equal. So let's see if that one works. So you go 5 plus 5, is that bigger than 7? If you have 5 plus 7, is that bigger than 5? Do I have to do the third one? No, because it's 7 plus 5. It's the same thing. How about the next one? That's what the homework's like. Is 6 plus 3 bigger than 2? Oh, which one is it? 3 plus 2 is not bigger than 6. So how do you do a not sign? You do a greater than. Okay, you guys? And you put a not through it. You could say that, so it's not a triangle. Somehow you have to communicate. Do I have to bother with the third one? No. Once I find one that fails, I don't have to do anything else. Okay. Are we ready to go on to the next one? Now, sometimes I'd like to find out what the third side could be. Given 2 sides of a triangle are 4 and 7 centimeters. So here's 4. Here's 7. Okay, I want to find out, I want to get a triangle. What do the measurements have to be? Well, I have to have another side here, call it x. Yes, Emmanuel. Pardon? There's a whole bunch of values that will make a triangle. What's true about 4 plus x? That has to be greater than 7. I'll give you the easy way to do it in a second. So what's true about x? It has to be greater than, no, 3. So yes, 4 will work. But 3.1 will also work. Any number bigger than 3. Okay, guys? Now, I have to be able to have any one of them. I could have x plus 7 is greater than 4. If you solve that, what do you get? X is greater than, remember you don't reverse the inequality, you're just adding. What kind of 3? Negative 3. Well, obviously that can't be the case because we can't have a negative side. So it's got to be this one. What's the other condition? 4 plus 7 must be greater than x. So 11 has to be greater than x. I don't like the order there, so what I'm going to do is swap it. X has to be smaller than 11. Okay, guys? No, it could be 10.9. So what's x going to be between? The biggest it could be is 11, and the smallest it could be is 3. So how do you get that the easy way? You just add them. This was 4 plus 7. And to get the shorter side, or the smaller number, 7 minus 4. So you add them and you subtract them. That gives you the boundaries there. Okay? Question, Nick? Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, ready? So if you're given two numbers, add them, that gives you your upper limit. Subtract them gives you your lower limit. Or you could do a little algebra like I did. Showed you why it worked. Okay? Sum of any two sides is bigger than the third. Ready? TJ, ready? Okay, now we have a little bit more information about triangles. And we want to list the sides in smallest to largest. And the side opposite the biggest angle is the biggest side. Or the side opposite the smallest angle is the smallest side. Which is the smallest angle? F, 32 degrees. The side opposite that is DE. That's the smallest. Then I go to the next smallest angle, which is E, which is 54. So the next one is DF. And obviously there's only one side left. The longest side is opposite the 94, which is EF. Does that make sense? If the angle is bigger, then this side has to be longer. Hey, guys? What do you think is true if I reversed it? What if I knew something about the sides? Could I order the angles? You could. I could. Okay, ready? Here's the conjecture. The side opposite the larger angle is the largest angle is the largest side. Okay, let's do the angles then. I want ascending, got to read the directions because you know what? If this were a test question and you did it right but you did descending, I'd have to mark it wrong because I'm reading the question, which is ascending. Which is the smallest side? How do we name a side, by the way? Nick? Garrison, how do I name a side? CB. Okay, what's the smallest side? CB, right? So CB, that angle opposite is angle A. Now, I'd rather have you list them in order because the angle sign and inequality signs get all confusing. So it's angle A What's the next one? Garrison, do you know what the next one is? Okay, let's see. BA is the next smallest side, so what's the angle opposite of that? Angle C. And no choice, but the last one has to be angle B. There are only three. I have no place else to go with that. Okay, got it all done? Yeah. Now to challenge you. I pulled them apart. I don't know if I'm going to pull them apart again, I think. I've got a bunch of triangles here, and I'm going to pull them apart. So I'm going to take this little triangle here, and I'm going to find the largest sides on the little blue triangle. I'm going to have to do some work to find out. Oh, there. This is 89. This is A. This is B. This is C. And then I'm going to take the big triangle, pull that out as well. You have to do that sometimes to see things. Well, guess what? That's still C. That's E. That's D. And this is 33 degrees. And this is 38 degrees. Now that I've pulled them apart, I think it's easy to find that angle up here at this vertex. Because and I got tired of doing this, so I got my calculator out, honestly. 38 plus 33, call it x, plus x has to equal 180. So how big is that? I don't know. No, that's too big. Subtract 71. 109. Okay, once I've got that, I can order these. Which is the biggest one here on the green one? Which side? D. What's the next one? TJ, what's the next one? Side E. Good. And then the last one is obviously side C. Is that okay? Now we got to find the angles in the other triangle, but I know something here. I know that this is a right angle. So how big is that angle? 90 minus 38. No, not 45. Is it 52? Okay, how do I know if I did the arithmetic right? Add it back up. This is 52. Oh, this is how you do those puzzle problems. I call them puzzle problems. You did the homework last night. That's how you do it. And you find this one. Call it Y. So 89. I'm showing all my work, but you could just go ahead and use your calculator and subtract. Equals 180. So that is 141. 39 sounds reasonable. Do you guys agree? Okay, now let's order those, and then I'll combine them. That makes it a little bit tricky. But you have to just think for a moment. Which is the biggest side on the blue triangle? Opposite the 89 is C, is bigger than. What's the next side? 52, right? Did I do it right? Which is bigger than, that's B, and 39 is A. Now, how do I join those together? You have to read it carefully. You can. It says D is bigger than E, and E is bigger than C. From the other triangle, C is bigger than B, and B is bigger than A. So to put them together, I'm going to start with the biggest one. Which is the biggest one? D. So D, E, C. That's from this one, and then B, and then A. You have to think about it a little bit. It does make sense. Oh, I added these two up. I got 71 and subtracted from 180. Did I do it wrong? So I could. I've been making lots of mistakes lately. No, because you have to go by the side opposite, angle opposite. 33, 33 degrees is smaller than 38, so E is bigger than C. Yep. And that's all we did. That's all we're doing today. I know that the sum of any two sides is bigger than the third, and I know that the larger angle is opposite the larger side. Smallest angle is opposite the smallest side. And it should make sense, doesn't it? Yes, descending means largest to smallest. This is a little angle. Guess what? That's a little side. I think that's all there is. Now, I'm going to bring up the homework, and we have to go back to lesson 4, because number you didn't have it done yesterday, and I don't know why we didn't go over, but we didn't. So let's go over lesson 4 first, and answers are online. Sorry, I had to find it. So you should get your packet out, which is due on Thursday. Hopefully you're not starting it now. So tomorrow we'll be working on reviewing. I've got compasses there. Thursday, test day. No, I separated them. Remember what I did? I separated them. You're talking about this. This is your packet. Okay, so first question is, how about any of these? This is lesson 4. Are there questions on any of those? Last class asked questions on number 6. I don't know, 4. 4 doesn't look so easy. Oh, and 3 definitely doesn't look easy. Yes. TJ, do you have any questions on any of these? You get them all right? You know what? You don't know unless you check your answers. So where's my packet? I can put the answers up for these. And then you can ask me questions. It is online, but it's hard. Let's explain it, though. That's my problem. We got a quiz today, so we got to get through this. How about that one? Did you get that one? And if you don't get it, you got to say something.
Yeah, I will explain 4 to the class. Me and him will share that.
I don't know that we need it.
You want these dates? Oh, yeah, I will.
Come on up. Come on up.
Actually, so you can add up to 180, right? Isn't it? Yes. Do 180, 148. You get 2, and you get.
Helps the farther.
Are we on the?
This is lesson 4.
Yeah, I've got a question.
Okay. And then you're doing what to that?
Divided by.
Divide it in half. So then use a calculator if you want. I don't care. You can't use your iPads on your test, so you're going to have calculators. It's 66. 66. 2 times 6 is 12, not 5. Okay. That's, oh, did I? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, and then right 90 to the square. Yeah, square.
No, minus.
We're gonna add up 180 though.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Easier way, though.
And then this would be 30 because it adds up to 180.
No,
Oh wait.
this is
What did I do?
66.
I just put 150.
You know what? W and this angle have to add up to 90 because it's a right triangle. They're complementary. So all you have to do is take 90 minus 66 and you should get 24. You could add up with a 90 and subtract 90 from 180 and then you get 24. No matter how you look at it. Somebody said they had a question on number 6. Was that yes? I'm going to give you some hints on the puzzles and have you work on the puzzles a little more. Okay, Zach? Any questions on this? If these are all equal, what's true about these little angles in here? They're all equal. Okay, guys? How big are all those angles?
They're all.
Call it x. 3x equals 180. So what's x equal to?
Oh, here, let me do this.
60. Then, how big is this angle? It's 120. And how many of the 120s do you have? So it's 360. Number 5, again, those big red angles are all equal. So what's true about these little angles? I might have done it wrong. They're equal, so how big is this? It's 60. We just did that. This is 60. How big is this one? 120. Okay, so I just want 2 of the 120s, right? Plus 60. That will give you one of those red angles. So it's 240 plus 60, which gives you 300. But how many of those do we have? You have 300 times 3 plus 900. Pretty sure I checked all my answers. I checked my answers. I know the geometry, but I still check my answers. Yes. Number 3. That one was tricky. And again, it's like seeing these triangles. And if I look at this triangle, because these are all equal, like I did over here, and I called them x, and I said 3x equals 180, so they're all 60. It's the same question. It's the same algebra. Okay, if you look at the triangle I just put in yellow, there's an exterior angle theorem that says the measure of angle z is equal to measure of this angle here plus this angle over here. I believe it is. I have to go back and look at it. Yep. Okay, so you're using that answer actually further down. Okay, how big is this angle that's a linear pair with 120? This is 120. What's this little one? 60. This is 130. Look at just the yellow triangle. This is 50. The measure of angle z is equal to the sum of these two angles, 60 plus 50. That's the easy way to do it. Otherwise, you could go and find this angle. 60 and 50 is 110. From 180 is 70. And then these are supplementary. It doesn't really matter. If I know the exterior angle theorem, it's a little bit faster and easier. And I can force you guys to know that in a problem. Okay. This is the one we had some questions on? Or did we get all this? Emmanuel. Number 7. Okay. I would find angle B first. And angle B, I'm just to save time, look at my answers because I don't want to do the subtraction. I'll do it wrong. Angle B is 47 because this is a linear pair. Right? To get angle A, guys, let's look at the big triangle. Let's look at this one. See that one? That's this one right here. And I know that this is A, this angle is 40, and this is 71. Can I now find A? Because A plus 71 plus 40 has to equal 180. Sure I can. You see how I'm doing that? It's hard to see those triangles sometimes. So we got B is to 47. If I do the arithmetic on A, I get 69. C is this angle right here, but guess what? I can use that exterior angle theorem. Or I can find this angle here and find the supplement of it. But it's easier to do this. And I think that's 116. It's a puzzle. Just keep working your way around it. If I know this is 133, this is 47. These are vertical angles. Okay, questions? Let's see, what else do I know? What's this angle right here? TJ, what's this angle?
That would be 47.
40. Not 47. These form a linear pair.
Oh, I knew that.
Then add these up, subtract from 180 to get D, and D is 93.
D and E is 93.
I don't know what E is. Where's E? Oh, there's E. Okay. Then, how big is this angle? That's 93. That one's going to be 47. So that's 47. That's an isosceles triangle. But I can just add them up, subtract from 180, and I get 86. Just work your way around the triangle. Same thing with this one. If you don't have the 112, you can't do the problem. I colored in that triangle because this triangle right here is the one you have to use to get N. Oh, I don't want to grab that one. I want to grab the blue. There we go. Here's N. You're going to need to find this one, and this is R. Okay, so, I'm sorry, I don't need that one to find N. Because how big is this angle? 40 plus what gives you 90? 50. And this is 50. So N is 50. How do you get M? How big is M? This is another right triangle. No, 60 plus M is 90 degrees. It's 30. I love the easy problems. Okay? And just keep working your way around. How big is this little angle here? That's 70. I don't know if I need it, but I have it. And I know that this is 30, so this is 30. So can I find this angle right there? That turns out to be 68. And guess what? Then you can find that angle there, which is, I have the right one? 98. So guess what that angle P is? Angle P is 98. No, I made a mistake someplace. Sorry. No, I made a mistake in my numbers. It's not. That one, sorry. That one's 82. I looked in the wrong place. Oh, that won't work. Yeah, that's 82. That's 98. So P is 82. And I'll let you finish that because I'm worried about our time here. Now, how about the next one? Any questions on these? I'll give you answers. This is what you were supposed to do for today. The assignment's not that long. I know we had questions on this number 2. There's 2 number 2s. So check your answers. I have my work written on my paper. I will scan it. And the quiz doesn't take too long, but I want to get started on it. So those are the answers. I'll let you bring in questions on this tomorrow. Unless you have a question today, but what's true about, how about number 2? This one with the 107.5. Did you get that one? This is X and this is X. The exterior angle theorem says the measure of angle OLE equals X plus 35. I just have to figure out what X is. And I know that if I add 2 X's and 35, I get 180. TJ, did you get that?
Yeah.
So that is 2x equals 158. And half of 158 is, I'm sorry, looking at the wrong answers. 145. 145, and x is equal to half of that, 72.5. So this is 72.5 plus 35. Make sure you find the correct angle. Your hint on the next page, the last one was, this one was tricky. Okay, let's find angle A. How big is angle A? Karen, how big is angle A?
What?
Yeah. 180 minus 56. 24, isn't it?
Yeah.
How big is angle B? These are vertical angles. Okay, wait.
How did you do that thing with the measurements and like?
Did I do it wrong? Oh, did I forget my 1?
Yeah.
Whoops. Okay. What's angle C and why? Great. Alternate interior angles. Get the Z there. Then we got stuck. A lot of us got stuck. To get this last one, to get D, once you get D, everything will fall into place. You have to use this triangle right here. That one. If you call this X, and you call that, what's the measure of that? That's the same, isn't it? It's still X. If I add up all my angles, I get 66 from the first one. This one gives me 2X plus this last one, which is X, equals 180. And then you can find out that D ends up being 38. After you get that, everything else should be okay. Yeah. N and P on the previous one? Well, N is not 90. You want to say it's 90, but it's not. D is 38. Angle C was 56. So N plus 56 plus 38 adds up to 180. Close to 90. No, am I looking at 86? Sorry. Look at the wrong answer. This is N plus 94 equals 180. Subtracting it, you get 86. You forgot to subtract from 180. Then once you get that, then P will follow. The 86 plus 56 plus P gives you 180. Okay, on the next one, I'm not going to do much with this either because we got to get our little quiz in today. But this, it says this design is based on a star design construction, 10 angles surrounding the center. They're saying all of these little angles are congruent. How many degrees is a circle? 360. So I have to divide it up equally into 10 parts. How big is that? That's 36. So that's angle A is 36, and then you can call that X and X. And once you get going on that, you're all set to go. They're all isosceles triangles. If you find the measures, you'll find out they are. Yeah. So I'll leave that to you, and I'll, like I said, I'll scan it. The answers are 36. I'll give you the answers, at least 36. You can find it online, but it's not so easy. 36. Okay. This assignment for today isn't nearly as hard. Those were 2 tough assignments, and so we have a little quiz right now. A little quiz. It's a